Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to explain you the structure of flower. Actually plant body has two parts, vegetative part and reproductive part. Vegetative part is actually made up of root, stem and leaf, and reproductive part is actually made up of flower. So, flower is actually responsible for the sexual reproduction because flower can produce gametes, male gametes and female gametes. And for sexual reproduction, male gametes and female gametes are fused. That is only possible by the flower. So now I'm coming to the different parts of flower. Flower has four holes: calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. These are four different holes a flower possesses. These four holes are received by a special structure called thalamus. Thalamus is also called receptacle. Receptacle can hold these four different holes. Let's come to the drawing. This is a calyx. This is most outermost part of a flower. The unit of calyx is called sepal. That peak, this is called the sepal. Here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 sepals together form the calyx. The next hole is the next four hole is corolla. Corolla, in the unit of corolla is called petals. Here I have drawn four different petals. So these four petals together form corolla. The third hole is androecium. Androecium. The unit of androecium is called stamen. So here I have drawn three stamens. This is one stamen. This head part is called anther and this part is called filament. So anther and filament together form a stamen and stamens together form androecium. Androecium is the male part of the flower. Then come to the gynoecium, that is the female part of the flower. It has three parts. The upper part, this is called stigma. This is style and this ovary. This is the female part of the flower. The unit of gynoecium is called pistil. Here, among the four holes, calyx and corolla is called the vegetative part of flower, and the androecium and gynoecium is called the sexual part of the flower. If a flower possesses all four holes, the flower called complete flower. If the flower have lack of any one hole, then we call that flower as a incomplete flower. Then come to the next type of flower, that is unisexual flower. If among these two sexes, that is male part or female part, if any flower possesses only one part, that is either androecium, then we call that flower as a staminate flower. But any flower which possesses only female part, suppose gynoecium, then we call that flower as a pistillate flower. So any one sex, if a flower possesses any one sex, then we call that flower as a unisexual flower. And if a flower have both the sexes, both the part of male and female, then we call that flower as a bisexual flower. Bisexual flower is also called hermaphrodite flower. There are also another type of flower. We call that flower as a neuter flower. The example of neuter flower is the ray florets of sunflower. Now, I am going to explain you another more thing, that is the poly and gamo. What is poly and gamo? If the floral appendages are jointed, so we call them as a gamo. Gamo means jointed and poly means free. Now we call that if the sepals are free, then we call polysepalous. If the sepals are jointed, then we call that is a gamosepalous. If the petals are free, then we call polypetalous. If the petals are jointed, then we call them as a jointed, and they call them as a gamopetalous. Okay. Now, in the plant, the flowers are arranged on a part of the plant, that the flowers are arranged on the part of the plant, that part is called the rachis. That part is called the rachis. Okay, here is the flower. The stalk of the flower is called the pedicel. Pedicel. The stalk of the flower is called pedicel. At the outermost part of the forehole, that is outermost part of the calyx, there is another type of structure, another structure called apicalyx, and a leaf-like structure found on the flower below the calyx, below the flower, is called the bract. It's a leaf-like structure. So from the outside to inner side, the parts of flower are bract, apicalyx, calyx, corolla, androecium, and at the innermost side there is a gynoecium. Here in the gynoecium there are three parts: stigma, style, and ovary. If we cross section the ovary, then we call the ovary like this. These are the chambers inside the ovary. These are called locule, and inside the locule there are ovule, which in maturity form seed. So these are all about the different parts of a flower. On my next video, I will explain you the arrangement of flower on the rachis, that is called inflorescence. So what is inflorescence? Inflorescence is the arrangement of flower on the rachis is called inflorescence. I will give you the detail on my next video about the different types of inflorescence, and also I will explain you the different types of placentation. What is placentation? The placentation is actually the arrangement of ovule in the ovary on the placenta. So thank you for watching my video. Let's see on the next video. Thank you.